G'day viewers, and welcome back to the channel. I've got some exciting news to share with you today. Behind the roller door, we've got our new car for the channel. I bought this as a bit of a party car to take down to Summernats and have some fun with. And it's something I'm not going to be too worried about if I hurt or do damage to down at Summernats, rather than taking one of the nice cars that cost a bit more money to replace. I do plan on doing a full build series on this car, showing all the mods that we do along the way. There'll be a very basic sort of list of mods, pretty much every mod that everybody does when they're building a burnout car like this. Basically, we're going to try and stick to a tight budget, something that most people can afford to do. So just so you can see what you can do on a limited budget and get out there and have some fun. So without further ado, let's get this shed door open, have a look at it, see if you can guess what it is. It's probably the most quintessential party car. Most people start out with something LS powered like this. So there's a major hint for you. See if you can have a crack and guess what it is. Introducing the 2000 WH Caprice. Okay, so this is it. I'll give you guys a bit of a walk around. I'll have to do it in the shed as the weather's not very nice outside today. But basically, yeah, it's a 2000 model WH Caprice. It's fairly tidy for what it is, and for what I paid, you don't get much. At the end of the day, it's not super important how nice it looks, because we're building it to go and have a bit of fun at some burnout events, or maybe even have a go at drag racing and see what we can achieve. It's a 2000 model Caprice, so it comes with the nicer grille and a few other bits and pieces. But overall, the car is pretty tidy for what it is. I did buy it just as a donor car originally. I was going to pull the driveline out and put it in something else. But I thought I may as well have a go. At least I can build the engine while it's in it, do some mods to it, drive it for a little bit. And it was much too nice of a car to just use as a donor. Everything works inside, which is a bonus. Like all your extra courtesy lights work in all four doors. The interior is in really good condition, apart from the driver's seat, which has got a few tears, or it's more just the stitchings let go in the front seat. So I'll give you a look in the back. It's all pretty tidy. The nice sort of two-seater style Caprice interior with the leather and wood grain. On the driver's side and give you a look. Still got the funky little Caprice bonnet emblem. I'll give you a look at the dodgy seat. As you can see, it's just the stitchings let go on the seat base there. A little bit of wear on that side bolster. In the back seat on this side's all pretty nice as well. But yeah, that's a bit of a walk around on the outside and a quick look at the interior. We'll get the bonnet up and have a look under there. Just like the rest of the car, it's very, very standard under here. Absolutely no modifications whatsoever. I'll go ahead and pull this engine cover so we can have a look under here. When I went and looked at this car, the main thing I wanted to look at was make sure it had the better later heads, which it does. It's got the 241 heads. You can see on the front of the driver's side there. I might be able to get a shot of the passenger side as well. Okay, so you can see there, it's got the 241 heads on it. It's also, with the 241 heads, it's got the later LS1 style manifold, confirmed by that number there, on the passenger side of the intake. And also, it does have the bigger injectors. You can check the part number on the side there, if that will focus. Don't think it's going to, but anyway, yeah, it did have all the good stuff I wanted on it. The car is a high mileage car. The engine runs really well and it's really nice and quiet. Starts easy, doesn't have any lifter tick or any issues like that. The motor seems really strong for what it is. I may have lost traction momentarily in the shed when I first put it in here, when I brought it home, much to the great joy of my wife and neighbours, I'm sure. But yeah, like I said, I think it's got 320,000 Ks. Let's just jump in and have a look. Okay, so there we go, 320, I think it was 326,000 Ks. But as I said, everything still works. The aircon's not cold, but everything else is spot on. It's a pretty tidy car for what it is. It's obviously been lowered. That's about it as far as the mods go. The as well as the 20s. So it's got probably got a lower set of springs all around and some 20-inch wheels that have actually got decent tread on them. So that was a little bit of a bonus. But other than that, even right down to the exhaust, still got the extended exhaust under it, standard headers. So I do have a set of extractors for it already that I'll be fitting very soon. That'll be the next video for this car. So I'm pretty excited about this build. I'm hoping to make about 400 horsepower at the wheels. That'll be through a decent cold air intake, a nice sized cam, the associated valve gear, so springs, lifters, trunnion upgrade. I'll probably go an oil pump while I've got the motor apart as well, just for a bit of safety. It is a very high kilometre motor, so there's probably every chance that it needs one. The gearbox is already pretty sad. I only drove the car about 5 kilometres from where I bought it. First and second gear were fine, but it slipped in third, which I think is pretty common for these 4L60Es. So I'll need to at least either rebuild the gearbox or try and find one that's already been built. And also need obviously a bigger converter as well to suit whatever cam we go. A set of diff gears would be good as well, either the 346 or some 37s I think out of like a HSV manual. But yeah, either way, trying to stick to a pretty basic budget build. So if anyone's got any parts or anything that I might be able to use, reach out, send me a message. Maybe I can buy some parts off you and they'll end up in the build. You can watch them go in this car. And then we can start doing some burnout events and maybe a little bit of drag racing. There is a local track, like a little private skid pad, just up the road from here, about half an hour away. They hold an event once a month, so I wouldn't mind getting out there and getting a bit of practice in before we go and jump on any big pads in front of big crowds, because I'm pretty nervous and I don't really want to bend the car on the first skid out. So yeah, if you want to keep up with the build, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.